This is the John Deere snow mower. I saw a picture online and I was joking with some buddies. Somebody had photoshopped a snowmobile and a lawnmower together. And I said, I think I can do that.
And do that is just what Wyatt Crum did at his garage near Fargo. His plan to convert a lawnmower snowmobile began in the backyard.
This is the liquefier that...
And ended up in the garage. Lesson 1 in mower to snowmobile conversion: it takes a village to get her done.
A little bit of everybody had a hand in this. I had a buddy build the engine. I had a buddy sourcing some different parts for me. It took me 9 months and I spent a bunch of evenings on it. So I don't really know how many hours, but a lot.
Wyatt's sled mower mashup starts with a John Deere liquefier and plenty of power.
It's a Kawasaki 440 liquid-cooled engine. These were put in John Deere liquefier snowmobiles from 1980 to 1984. The suspension under here is leaf spring on the front. It's a beefed up leaf spring. I found out that the machine was too heavy for standard leafs, so I had to double them up. The rear end is all custom designed, and a combination of that and John Deere bogey wheels in a para-rail type suspension, which is what Scorpion did back in the day. You gotta have some good hard pack, but it does it, and it's pretty snappy, so it's a lot of fun.
Wyatt calls it the SM440, SM for snowmower, and he's so proud of his one-of-a-kind sled, he brought it to a local brewery to show it off.
It's really just a well-built machine. It's unique.
The John Deere's a North Dakota staple.
Tonight's theme: barbecue.
That's how you smoke ribs, baby.
Bikes and bluegrass.
It's really cool.
Now, when winters get to Fargo, Wyatt will be ready. No need to mow the grass. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
Wow, from the concept to the creation of blending a lawnmower into a snowmobile, who would have thought?
Yeah, exactly. But check out this ground-up restoration of this Roloflex Wild One. Now this guy put the time and effort into it, and it turned out beautiful.
So the Roloflex is it's a 1974 340 Wild One. It was a one-year production from the company. Roloflex was in business from 1970 to 1974. Some say that this sled might have been their demise. And the thought behind it was, you know, we found it locally. We knew it was rare, and you know, being into vintage sleds, we wanted to bring it back to life and restore it for other folks to see it.
It was actually in a barn within a half a mile of my house. It was a neighbor farmer's father's snowmobile, and it was sitting there under a tarp for years. And he asked me about it one time, and I just kind of didn't pay a lot of attention to it because I thought it was just a normal old snowmobile. And a few weeks down or months down the road, it happened that the guy was going to get rid of it. It was sitting out by the road on a skid, and Joe happened to drive by and made him an offer on it, and he ended up selling it to us, and the project began from there.
As we got on social media, right, and started looking for people that were familiar with the Roloflex, we found a group of guys up in Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada, where the sled was made, that were really into it. They actually even had a group, right, and the guy was tracking serial numbers. If it wasn't for social media, I'm not so sure we could have built them relationships and found the parts that we needed. I think we paid about $800 total for the sled when in the condition that it was in. But you know, again, it's priceless to us, so that portion really doesn't matter too awful much.
Yep. Besides, if our wives found out, they might not be real happy.
I think we get motivated by the rarity of the sled, right? I mean, we know there's only a few of them, so it's important to bring this one back so people can continue to see what it was all about.
Yeah, we couldn't have done anything different, I don't think, to make it any better than what it is right now.
I just want to personally thank Sledhead 24/7 and Dennis Kirk for the opportunity to to enter the contest. So I never realized, I entered the contest for a free stocking hat, for God's sakes. I didn't realize the recognition, but we are definitely thankful and appreciate it.